Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Now we are coming to the next lesson. Lesson number 20, Manipura chakra. What is the meaning of Manipura? Meaning is lustrous gem. It is the magnetic middle of the body. Manipura chakra is located at the middle of the body, solar plexus, the area around the abdomen above the belly button. That is it is up to the breastbone. That is known as the Manipura chakra. So, Manipura chakra is bright sunshine yellow color. Mooladhara red color, Swadhisthana orange color associated with orange color, Manipura chakra is associated with sunshine or yellow color. So, it is the center which controls the heat of the body. So, which tattva has come here? It is the fire, that is the Agni tattva. So, Mooladhara Bhutattva, Swadhisthana Jala tattva, Manipura chakra is the Agni tattva, that is the fire element. So, it maintains the overall personality of the person and the energy to conduct day-to-day activities, because we have to eat our food. All when you are thinking about the Manipura chakra which is around the belly button, you always know that it is mainly the digestive system, the organs connected with the digestive system, stomach, liver, pancreas, gallbladder, all are connected to this. And also Rajas guna, that is the center of solar energy. And what is the Bija mantra? Ram. The organs associated with Manipura chakra, here it is eyesight, eyes. Bhutattva, Mooladhara, I said it is the nose, sense of smell. Swadhisthana, tongue, sense of taste. Here eyes are connected, which is the sense of sight. So, that is the Manipura chakra, eyes are connected. And what all, as I said, what all is connected? Heat control, diaphragm, that is liver, gallbladder, spleen, stomach, esophagus, pancreas, and also belly button. So, it is also known as gut brain. And not only the digestive system organs, even the legs are connected. Why legs? Now you see, when somebody is very hungry for days together, not eaten, legs won't become weak. They can't even walk. They fall because the body became very weak because there is no food. They are not eaten for days together. So, that is what we say, that it is the leg which shows that weakness. Okay. And the solar plexus is also called the Kloma Granthi. So, and important bunch of nerves which are behind the pancreas. It is located in the slight curve of the backbone through the coeliac plexus, which is connected to the neck and the hip. Normally what we say, L1, L5 vertebrae on the spine. So, they are also connected at the back. So, it helps in walking action, bending, and also the balancing the body. Now, what all the diseases connected to Manipura chakra? Any problem happens in Manipura chakra, any activities which is getting disturbed because there is prana flow is not happening properly, the diseases what all can be possible. One is eyesight issues, because eyes are connected to Manipura chakra. Of course, digestion related diseases, just like indigestion, pancreas disease, in a irritable bowel syndrome, heartburn, all these things, adrenal imbalances, eating disorder, and also anorexia. These are all connected to, these are the problems, physical problems connected to the Manipura chakra. And even the hormonal issues like adrenal imbalance. And what is the main, which is also due to hormonal issue, is diabetes, because insulin is a hormone, and insulin related diseases is diabetes. And of course, liver issues. That's why when jaundice happens, first symptom will be seen in the eyes. Eyes go yellow. They show that liver is suffering. There is some problem happening in the liver. The eyes become yellow. Then the doctors will ask us to check for the blood or urine, and then they will say, yeah, you have got jaundice. Then what? Ulcers in many parts, like stomach, urinary, sensitive gum bleeding, etc. These are all ulcers. Then intestinal diseases, tumors, colon blockages, low blood pressure because of lack of heat. When the heat comes down, low blood pressure. Body should have proper heat. Even we should have warmth, enough warmth, and especially Manipura chakra needs good amount of heat for digestion purpose. So when it is less, the person suffers with low blood pressure. Then arthritis. Legs are governed by Manipura chakra, no? So any problem there, automatically arthritis happen. And what is the mental disorder? No eye contact, which is the very first symptom connected to autism spectrum children. Anybody who is coming into autism spectrum, their very first symptom is no eye contact. Low movement, sense of powerlessness, low self-esteem, and lack of motivation. So these are the diseases which are connected to the Manipura chakra. So now we are coming to for Manipura chakra there are 10 petals. The very first one is Sushubdhi. What is Sushubdhi? The state of reflection, self-realization. The body normally goes through 3 stages. One is Jagrut, where we are completely awake. Swapna, when we are in deep sleep. Swapna is dreaming. And Sushubdhi state of the mind is when you are awake, but same time you are almost like a sleeping. Your eyes are wide open, but same time you are not connected to what's happening around you. And that is the time normally we do self-analyzation. Something has gone wrong. What went wrong? Where did I go mistake? What happened? My friend why suddenly turned off? What happened last time? What I did that she immediately became she or he. My friend turned back. She was a very good friend. So when we self-analyze, we may realize that took that our relationship as a friendship for granted, and we said certain words which hurt that other person. So then when we realize, immediately it is our duty to ask for Kshama. Kshama is forgiveness. That is what the Sushubdhi is very powerful, the stage. Normally I request everyone that at least twice a week you go through this stage, Sushubdhi. where you sit alone and self-analyzation for your actions, for your words, anything went wrong or anything happened very good, how it happened. Analyzing self, it is very, very necessary. Now you will see the next few petals also connected to Shushubdi. Like the second one is Trishna, desire. Desire is something what we say connected to the material desire, which is beyond your budget, but you want that. Without that, the material, or without that, either the material which is very costly, your life can be very smoothly run. You can manage your life without that. For example, if somebody is having very costly car and you don't have it, but just to show off and to keep up with that same status, which may be difficult for you to manage with your budget, but just to prove yourself, what you do? You go and take a loan and buy the costly car. Without that, you could have managed with an ordinary car, which is within your budget. But no, the desire is so strong that you want to buy that which is beyond your budget. When you go through that, once you start paying the EMI or installments, if you go through Sushubdi before buying and getting indulged into something which is beyond your budget, if you go through the Sushubdi condition and analyze, do I really require that? Can I not manage without it? Then you may realize, yes, I can manage without it. Whatever I have, I am happy with it. My life is more smoother. I am able to manage my life. So that is what is Sushubdi comes into picture. Next is Irsha. Irsha is jealousy. So when you don't get what you desire, immediately you develop jealousy towards somebody who owns it. If somebody is owning a very costly car which you don't have, immediately there is a feeling of envy, Irsha, jealousy. Not necessary. He wanted to have achievement, that other person could achieve, okay. Whatever you are, everybody has got their own limitation of achievement. Normally we say that we are born with certain, whatever is meant for us. And when we get it, we be satisfied with that. Why should we desire for something which is not meant for us? So every life has got a limitation. So we have to, it is individual. It is not common that, everybody cannot have costly cars or costly houses. Everybody according to their budget, according to their life, and learn to be tripti. Tripti is satisfaction. And love the life as it is happening to you. That is what. So, Irsha. So, this is where also again when you go through the Sushubdi condition, you can think, why should I be jealous of somebody? I can be without that, no? I don't have to be jealous of something which doesn't belong to me, or I don't deserve that. I may deserve something else. Why should you be jealous? The burning sensation in your stomach is, normally how jealous is, even emoji it is shown, all fire coming through the ears and all. So jealousy, it's a burning sensation. So because of this emotion, it may start even having impact on your physical issue. It can become a physical issue. That's why sometimes people have burning stomach. The acidity. Acidity is, many people I have seen who have this habit of being jealous, Irsha. Because of Irsha, they develop acidity or untimely food habit. When the food has to be taken, they skip the timing. That also is one of the reason for acidity. So sometimes this is when the emotion has an impact on the physical issue, and physical issue has impact on the emotions, and both can has an impact on the mental issue. That's what happens. So going through Sushubdhi, we can overcome all these things. Now next petal is Prajalpana. What is Prajalpana? Prajalpana, it is gossip, telling tales. If you are not getting that what you desire, immediately start stories about the person who has got it. Isn't it wrong? Are you not doing backbiting? It's wrong. You are talking somebody about somebody who doesn't have that kind of a quality or the life. They may be very straightforward. They may be very living their life in a very good form. Why unnecessarily carries tales? In the Sushubdhi condition, when you analyze, you will feel bad about it. I shouldn't have. And especially this is more dangerous if somebody gossip about somebody's character. That also I have seen. People, when especially about a girl or a woman, somebody gossip, it is very dangerous. How much it is harming somebody's character. So this we have to be very careful not to have this kind of this petal to be active. So that control comes when you are in the Sushubdhi. When you practice Sushubdhi, you will say, no, I have got no right to gossip about somebody or talk about somebody, telling tales about somebody. So that is what is this fourth petal. Next is the Lajja, shame. So it is various levels of shyness or to hesitation. Some children, especially children, they are very good with their art forms. Some child will be very good at singing, very good with dancing. But in the family, it will do very well. The baby will perform very well. When some guest comes, we will very proudly say, baby, why don't you sing a song? You sing so nicely, or dance nicely. Immediately, no, I am feeling shy. That's what the child will say. So here we have to work on this petal to get the child that boldness to come out of the shame, this thing, lajja, and perform, because you have learned. Same time, I have come across cases where there was this lajja factor was missing, especially with the ADHD child. That child didn't have the feeling of shame at all. What happened? Just by saying, you have to change your dress, immediately she will remove the dress without understanding who is standing around. And she was a grown-up child, and that was a big problem for the mother. So I had to work on this child to develop, to activate this particular petal, to develop that shame. Yes, this is my body. I have to be protective about my body. Certain places I should not, undress. I should be very careful how to protect my body. It is what is the shame. The shame has to be there. Some places, this is what we say, that where it has to be, where it need not be. So these things we have to be very careful. There is a thin line. Where the shame has to be there, shame need not be there. Shame need not be there where you have to perform, you have to show your art or your knowledge, express your knowledge. There you need not have the shame. You should be proud of yourself and exhibit your knowledge. Shame, where we have to be very careful, is where some people like this who don't have the feeling of shame at all, and we have to develop into that, activate that feeling in them, that some places you have to be very careful and protect yourself. that is what. Even talking also, some people, very easily, very loosely they talk. Words they use very shamelessly. So there we have to teach them, we have to activate this particular petal, which I have done as part of my music therapy practice, that how to use words, which words should not be used, which words should be, you have to be careful in using. So this is where this petal has to be handled very carefully. Next is the sixth petal, is the bhayam, fear, choking, dryness caused by the nerve of the throat connect to the trachea. This is what we say butterfly in the stomach. Butterfly in the stomach, this word came much, much later. But our ancestors, like this actually is part of the shloka which is written by Sarangadeva in Sangeeta Ratnakara, where he has mentioned about this bhayam petal to be part of the Manipura chakra. But butterfly in stomach, this word came much later. So butterfly in stomach, people started understanding that there is a fluttering sensation. Like a butterfly means, butterfly in the stomach means what? A kind, how the butterfly goes, like a fluttering. So it is the stomach where they feel this, and that's what we say, it's a fear, symptom of fear. There are many, we have different kind of fear. Fear about height, fear of water, fear of animal, fear of loneliness, fear of death. Very normal with senior citizens. So bhayam, in a different, completely in a, every bhayam, it has to be very carefully treated, carefully managed. So that is what is my work as a therapist, that I use certain ragas, certain swaras to handle this in a very, very different way. What works with one kind of fear not necessarily has to work with this different kind of fear. So bhayam. Bhayam we know from the childhood. What we have bhayam for, fear for, phobia for. We have phobia for height, we have got phobia about the water. So we know from the childhood. So we are careful. We don't indulge into something where we get that feeling. There is bhayam, there is I am scared. So that is what is there. So next is the hatred, that is the grina. Of course, something when you have fear for, you will start hating the place. Somebody who has got fear for water, they hate to go near water body because they say that no, I am scared of water. So this is what we say grina. Moha is lust. Now there is a difference between desire and moha. Desire is material desire, which is beyond your budget requirement. Beyond your requirement, you are having desire for something. Moha, lust, is both positive and negative. Positive, where we are lusting first to get something like, if I had to say, some knowledge. We are lusting to understand the knowledge, get the knowledge. We go any extent to get that. So that is what we are lusting. So that's why I have seen somebody who has got the habit of going through the book with a variety of cars. They are lusting after looking at each car. They are lusting. Just it's a lusting. It's not desire. It's a lusting. So it is an attachment to the objects. Whereas the moha or the lust becomes negative when it is something when you don't get, you lust of. For example, if somebody is lusting after a girl or a girl is lusting after a boy, so if they don't get it, immediately acid throwing on the face or ruining their life, all these things happen. That is the negative moha, negative lust. So positive lust is where we go to any extent to learn about something, lusting about new knowledge. That is a positive moha. Next comes Vibram, that is the anxiety, confusion. Now this is a difference from people have mistake about the anxiety and the fear. They both are two different things. Fear is butterfly in the stomach. Anxiety is churning in the stomach. Fear, we know from the childhood what we have fear for. Anxiety or confusion happens when you are suddenly a situation is forced upon you. Now, if I have to give you example of anxiety, you are very well prepared for a interview. But when you enter into the hall and you see the panel of juries, the panel of who is going to interview, all of them are legend. They are very great names in their own field, and you get immediately anxiety because you are not prepared for this. Like if I am prepared for, I want to go and sing, I am going to perform. So I get on to the dais and immediately I see great legends of music field, in the music field. They are all sitting in front of me. There will be a feeling of anxiety, churning in my stomach happens because I didn't expect. And suddenly this is happening. So any situation which is suddenly happening, which you never thought of, and that is going to give you jittery, confusion in your mind. That is what we call as the anxiety, vibram. So anxiety is different from fear. That you make it very clear. Next, the 10th one is dayahinata, lack of sadness or grief, feeling less. This also I have come across when I worked with some people. I was so, very shocked to see somebody who was, continuously something happened to them in their life, one after the other. Somebody died, one after the other. It was very fast. So without, before the person got over it, they suffered. Second problem, second somebody dying. So what happened? They become completely feelingless and didn't even cry. So even the doctors had to ask me to come and get back the person. So what happened? I have to work on that particular person to get back to normalcy, made the person cry. So this is what has, there also music came into picture. I have to sing certain ragas. You might have heard of Rudalis. Rudalis are from Rajasthan. They are mainly for mourning. When somebody is dead, somebody is gone, they are invited to sing. They sing that folk music, folk tune, which will make the others to cry. So that is what is this petal gets into. So now Manipura chakra is vital to personality development. Manipura chakra plays an important role in the middle body growth during adolescence. So Manipura chakra represents ego, self-esteem, which are vital for a good personality. This is the time when a child keeps challenging his boundaries, as he recognizes himself as a different from their parent. Every child, some good qualities of mothers come, fathers come. We won't say that 100% it's just like mother or just like father. Or sometimes they take from grandfather. So that that gunas, what we say, the qualities, come from different relatives. So, Manipura chakra is associated with drive, ambition, stamina and self-discipline. We can face life's challenges, establish healthy boundaries and are able to stand up for what we believe. If not developed well, what happens? There is a imbalance. And what the imbalances happen? Less rajas. Less rajas means what happens? The person keep on saying sorry, 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 for everything sorry, apologies. Immediately, for no reason. That is self, low esteem. So, they immediately become saying sorry for everything. And they need lot of, caffeine or other addiction to get going. Then only they will overcome. Sometimes they feel all this, having caffeine is nothing but coffee. Having like that. So, they get some addictions. Some people get, smoking. They feel that smoking gives them the energy, self-energy. So, that is also. And willpower is also connected to Manipura chakra. Stronger the Manipura chakra, stronger the willpower. It is lower, weak, immediately lower willpower. Ambition, energy, drive, everything becomes very less because of less rajas. If it is high rajas, what will happen? The person is for everything get anger, rage, resentment. Immediately that angry for short tempered, what we say, small things, they get angry. So, that is the high rajas. And they feel that, they have to control others and they should have the last word, everything. So, dictatorship and need to be for speed, for everything. They want everything to be fastly done. They need speed, lot of speed for everything. Whether it is a driving, whether it is a talking, whether it is moving, everything will be very fast when it is high rajas. So, now we come to the resonance of Manipura chakra. So, what is the swaram? It is the Gandharam, Ga. And it has, like Rishabha, it has got two pitch, we know that. Sadharana Gandhara and Antara Gandharam, both are connected to Carnatic music. And Sadharana Gandhara is equivalent to Komal Gandhara of Hindustani music. Antara Gandharam is connected to Shuddha Gandhara of Hindustani music. So, Sadharana Gandharam, Antara Gandharam connected to Carnatic music, Komal Gandhar and Shuddha Gandhar connected to the Hindustani music. So, now when we talk about the lower, that is the Sadharana Gandhara, the pitch will be D sharp. And when it is Antara Gandhara, it is sharp third note, it is the E pitch. So, now we do the Nada Anusandana practice. So, sit straight. Now, place your, what is the mudra? Ring finger. This is the ring finger. Place it under the thumb. Okay? That is the Agni mudra. So, thumb is the Agni, ring finger is the earth, Bhutatva. So, it is pressed down by the fire, thus increasing the digestive power. So, keeping this in there, what we have to do? Breathe in and breathe out. This you can keep like this on your thighs, on your lap, and now close your eyes, inhale, exhale. When you are inhaling, feel your stomach area bloating, the navel, around the navel. Now you say Ga. So, you can feel the whole place squeezing in. So, that is the squeezing. When you are saying ga, breathing out, saying it loudly, you will feel the whole stomach area squeezing. Again we'll do expand, now squeezing ga. We can even say om. So first you breathe in, bloat your stomach area, om, om. So that is Manipura chakra practice. So the ga or omkara, anything can be helped. So if somebody wants to improve their liver functioning, only keeping it in the E pitch, only saying omkara from there, that will also help a lot. Or raga, where Gandharam is the Jivaswara, that also can help.
Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.